Hello everyone, I am Malaceo. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. So for this video, we're pretty much going to be talking about patterns that love you back. I'm very invested in the patterns of it all, the high contrast, because I have my color and style analysis and they gave me bright spring and I'm ecstatic about it. I'm excited about it. Like, this is the beginning of something beautiful. Listen, invest in yourselves, but we're going to invest in ourselves with these patterns, okay? We're going to push the envelope on the day-to-day, okay? Please like and subscribe. And feel free to visit my website for all other information about me. I have a storefront of everything that I have with me with my travels. Link is in the description. So, for the first section of this video, we're going to be talking about scale, density, and movement. So, from my color and style analysis, because my style is perceived as cool and then also more on the elegant side, more sharp blocking of colors, but also I am more into floral patterns, but big spread, wide, different color, vibrant, super saturated coloring with big prints that are mostly abstract. And when I say abstract, I'm also talking about like a lot of curvature and a lot of movement, but how the outfit is going to be made and or tailored is going to be more of a structured silhouette, but the pattern and the color is going to be doing all the talking. But to shape my body properly, I will be getting things made. Yes, so the draping of it all, the sleeves of it all, I have a whole slew of things that I want done. It's going to be a long process, and okay, I'm going to be doing this for the YouTube thing for the next foreseeable future. So when I have my beautiful, amazing closet, I'm calling it the Pussy Palace, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be, I'm ecstatic just thinking about it. I will have a series or something where I design these Pussy Palaces. So this is going to be amazing, okay? I'm very much so envision all the things. And I don't have no choice now but to envision things because I started my life over. I'm a slow traveler. I solo travel. I go from country to pretty much see and feel it out and be like, do I want to stay here? Do I want to live here? But also having experiences traveling. Yeah. I almost forgot where I was at. But yes, the scale, density, movement, it's something to play with because it also depends on you per se and what is told to you with your color analysis and also what you resonate with. Because for me, even though I do have bright, I don't want, you know how some of the stuff can be very, how do I say, rustic almost, where it's like this very mismatch, almost thrown together type of kaleidoscope of colors and patterns, but not necessarily kaleidoscope because it's very symmetrical. But I don't know, I only like junk if it's on my nails, like that junk look where it's just a whole bunch of shit. I want that on my nails. I don't necessarily want that in everything that I'm wearing, or I might have it like on a, like as a hat or something like that, but as a concentrated, but like everything, no. But then it's like I said, then it starts to get into like the Harajuku type vibe and stuff like that, and I'm not trying to go for that, just for me personally. So yes, there is a theory to it, but for me, the floral patterns, very big overall patterns, and something that's a little bit more whimsy, abstract, flowy, those are the type of patterns with the color that is going to be in my color wheel overall. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So the second part is matching patterns to contrast. So the thing about it is that when you have a piece of fabric especially, and I'm just speaking on the terms of me getting my clothes made. So me going around looking for patterns, I have to, in my opinion, for me to make it a little bit more simpler for myself, I'm looking for the contrast to be in the pattern of the fabric. So you can make the pattern, the contrast is, all that work is coming through the pattern that's already made. I just need to decide what type of garment I want to be produced from said fabric. I don't necessarily getting fabric and then trying to, some people get the stuff embroidered with a certain pattern or aesthetic, or some people, which is fine, but trying to match patterns and then trying to get that pattern to match another contrast, that's why I'll be way more picky with the patterns I choose, because I'm not doing that, or the fabrics with the patterns that I choose, because I'm not doing that. Pattern will be made in that fabric. It's already gonna be done, and I will get my garment made from that. So my main thing is, let's just say, is like a combination of wide abstract green, like a lime green, but like the background is this very vibrant pink or fuchsia or something like that. Let's just say that. And I rather look for another fabric that is similar to that texture, and to try to get bottoms made or something else to that effect, versus trying to match that pattern to another contrast, if that makes sense. I want it all in the same fabric. I don't want to be adding so many layers in. And it's also, I know I'm probably going to get this stuff made either in Thailand or Vietnam or vice versa. So that language barrier, I don't want to make it more complicated than what it is, because that starts to get very nuanced. And I feel like it would be, personally for me, I feel like it would be harder for me to find a situation where I'm matching patterns to a contrast. And then another thing that somebody can do is, like I said, you have a pattern, for example, and then you pretty much get somebody to sew it on to a background and to create that contrast. And I'm like, I just want the whole thing. I don't want all the extra. It might be a cool concept to do that for like maybe like a puffer jacket, so you get like almost like that 3D vibe. But that's what I'm saying, like even the nuances of trying to explain it to y'all is like, what? But if like, that's the best way that I can explain it, versus I'm not shopping for these things. I'm talking about my experience, which I will be getting pieces made. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that, girl. I know probably it was a bumpy ride. Let me know, or give me your example in the comments of how you would explain it, because girl, that was tough. So the next section, we are going to be talking about why minimalism isn't for everyone. So there's two versions of minimalism I want to put into this. So there's the minimalism of color, and then there's the minimalism of pattern. And let me say this also, the minimalism of adding layers. So like when I say layers, like accessories, jewelry, shades, shoes, somebody adding a tie, all the bracelets and stuff like that. There's so many layers you can add on to an outfit, especially like I said, me getting my stuff made. There's such a base that you can start at and build up from there, especially when you have full range over your closet and what's getting made and what you're curating for yourself in your closet. So yeah, for me, to a certain extent, I will be very high on the color scale. Okay, maximalism with the color scale, maximalism with the patterns. Minimalist when it comes to the overall structure. Very clean lines, very clean. Like for example, I have this two top, very clean two top, and then like a bell bottom or a flare jeans, and I'll have like a necklace. But the patterns is going crazy. The color is crazy. Okay. I like color blocking, and or I don't know if this is the thing, but it's gonna be now. Pattern blocking. I like I like that theory. That theory helps me a lot. You mix and match, put it together, especially when they're like the same saturation of colors, which is very important. Even like with the texture, like between cotton, linen, and things like that. Sometimes but you can judge it up with a satin top and stuff like that. There's a lot of nuances, but you can save that with your satin scarves, adding scarves with all the patterns. Scarves are very good with these very high contrast patterns. So that, I think that's another one. That's a good one. Very high contrast, has a very artistic, whimsical, curvy, very large patterns. You see those in a lot of scarves. Not all scarves, not even close, but I feel like you see that way more with scarves. So you can add that in as your headband, and or use it as a belt, use it as an accessory, attach it to your purse. I see some girls, depending on how thin the scarf is, attach it like to their shades or their glasses, and or depending on their accessories for holding their phones, like it's a purse, like their actual phone, and doing those type of things. So there's ways of throwing in like that very vibrant color with that sheen, like that I'll say like glossiness that you get from like satin, especially like silk fabrics and stuff like that with the scarves. But for me, adding very structured, like even the purses, I like very structured purses, but I like the purses that be shaped like little dogs. I like the purses that be shaped like hearts. I like the purses that be shaped like flower, and it's one big yellow flower. It's all the same color, but it's literally the shape of a flower. It's the shape of an apple, like stuff like that. Like the round purses, like when it's completely round, it's a sphere. It's, love it. The triangle purses, love them. So these very out of the way shapes, but then with these bold colors, add such a beautiful touch, in my opinion, to your wardrobe. But also having purses that are structured, but also having something like a woven grass material instead of like the typical leather or some type of suede or something like that. So I think those are some things to consider. I'm very open to those type of accessories. Like I said, I'm still going to get my ears pierced, but having like more like bigger, chunkier statement pieces and stuff like that, very much. So yeah, that's the part of this section. So this is like Prince as personality. So I feel like I resonate more with color and or the feeling that I get from something in the symbolism, for example. So there's people, because we come from down south, you got the aunties that are animal print down. And when I say aunties, like I'm getting into that age range, but the animal print of it all, love some animal print down. Like they're so good with the matching and even like pops of color and stuff like that with it. Like meow, I love to see it. But for me, my patterns, I don't really care. I used to like the animal print younger, but I am more so into a whimsical, almost like fairy-like, abstract, like a slew of colors just cascading. Like how you think about like marble and stuff like that, like marble countertops. Like they just that ornate, but something a little bit more like the Japanese paintings just flows, and it's like such a wide range, but add color to it. I love it. I love it. I really do. That type of pattern is what resonates with me, but I don't necessarily care for the tight patterns where it's a whole pattern block. I don't necessarily care for that. I'll be more open to it if they're like straight lines, like going down or across, because I'm very, I like it, but I like it in, so I feel like it's like more structure. Let me say that, more structure, because the colors that I'm working with is a lot, because like I said, there is the maximalism of it all, but I like to have it in its pockets, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, once again, this is another one. If you have another way of explaining it, then put it down in the comments. But that's going to be the end of this video, and I will see y'all next week.